Hi, Taurus rising sign. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be looking at the weekly forecast starting on 15th of June until 21st of June. So actually this is an important week for you because the chart ruler, Venus, is the main character of the week. Venus has recently moved into your fourth house and it's running into all outer planets with an aspect. So the fourth house is the house of home, family, roots, properties, inner emotional foundations. And Venus loves comfort, luxury, and pleasure. So its initial entry here brings a massive urge to beautify your living space, to make better connections with your parents, to kind of indulge in luxury home decor, hosting a family gathering, celebrating something. Maybe it's an anniversary. And also, you might want your personal sanctuary to feel vibrant, secure, and beautiful. Now, however, between June 15th to 18th, your Venus is going to run a rapid-fire gauntlet with three of the outer planets. So this is a major domestic, financial, or core security story, all in a tight 72-hour window. So let's break that down one by one. Act 1 kicks off on Monday, June 15th, when Venus is making a electric sextile to Uranus in your second house, the house of money, personal resources, self-worth. It happens actually on the same day with the Gemini new moon, so you expect a sudden spark of change in your finances. Maybe out of nowhere, you get a brilliant offer, an unexpected opportunity to monetize a home-based project. Maybe you can sell a car, you can sell a furniture that you haven't used for a while. Maybe you have got this sudden desire to buy a new kind of comfortable, luxurious item to your home department. And maybe that's a sudden burst of financial independence that directly upgrades your living situation. Maybe you are going to be able to secure a rental agreement on a good price, or even it could be a financial windfall as well. But on Tuesday, 16th, the energy softens because Venus is going to be forming that intoxicating trine to Neptune in Aries, which is in your 12th house, the house of loss, subconscious privacy, behind the scene processing. So you take that exciting financial kind of or domestic spark from Monday and you start building a beautiful castle around it. So in your mind, you start highly romanticizing how this new living situation or this financial shift is going to bring ultimate spiritual peace or completely dissolve all your hidden anxieties or fears. You're looking at that family dynamics or your home, your inner world, kind of like through absolute rose-colored glasses. You can get swept up in a dream of kind of flawless emotional sanctuary, but without anchoring it in a realistic logistics. And this is where Pluto is going to be a psychological peak, because on the 17th, Pluto and Venus are going to be forming a opposition, and Pluto is sitting across the 10th house. And Pluto right now acts a bit of a sobering type of opposition. So the beautiful idealized vision of that domestic or inner peace or the ability to work from home, that kind of like castle that we built on Tuesday onwards, it hits a hard wall of the public life or professional obligations. That might be about an intense power struggle with an authority figure, a difficult truth in your career, or even a major demand from the outer world. All these could come to light. And you might suddenly realize that your ambitious professional path is kind of like creating that imbalance at home, and that you have been hiding out in your private life just to kind of avoid the confrontation, for example, in your career. So Pluto's role is always about stripping the illusion away. It forces a direct confrontation between your private world and your public responsibilities or your professional standing. This is always going to be about a powerful moment to establish the boundaries, claim your true authority, and to kind of balance out work and life. Also, on the 19th, Chiron is entering Taurus, which is your 12th house, but we are on the wrong rising sign. Yes, because I was going So I'm getting slightly confused. Sorry, Taurus, not your 12th house, it's entering your first house, which is the house of identity, self-image, your physical presence, and you are ruled by Venus. So Chiron's arrival in this identity sector is actually very important because it's going to be colored by those heavy domestic or professional reality checks that your chart ruler just went through. Because Chiron is being disposed right now by Venus. So there was that truth exposed to you on Wednesday, and that is exactly what you need to heal. That personal wound that you need to heal from Friday onwards. Chiron in your first house asks you to look at your relationship with yourself, and instead of looking for career status or a perfect home environment or parental approval, just to make you feel safe or validated, this transit is actually asking you to ground your worth directly within your own skin. So you don't have to perform, you don't have to overcompensate for security. It's more about start anchoring your self-respect in a very simple, kind of like unshakable acceptance of who you are. Now, on the 20th, Eurydice enters Virgo, which is sitting in your fifth house. The house of creativity, romance, joy, and self-expression. Remember, Eurydice represents the danger of looking back, letting anxiety, doubt, or second guessing destroy the healing of that fifth house. Because your fifth house is always going to go through a element of healing all the time due to the Virgo elements. But also, maybe you have been looking for the hidden flows in your pleasure or the romantic connections. And the lesson with Eurydice is that you need to stop doing that. You cannot have the temptation to turn around and micromanage your joy or relationship. We are all entitled to have fun from time to time. You can be obsessing over a creative project, micro-analyzing your children, your romantic partners, and so forth. Or you can even replay the midweek career tension to kind of find a logical error in your happiness. So Eurydice tells you not to look back. Don't overthink your pleasure. Don't overthink your creative expressions to death. Trust what brings you joy right now and keep moving forward. And we close the week on Sun, which is going to be entering the sign of Cancer. And that's your third house. The sun is highlighting the house of communication, mindset, and daily interactions. But it immediately makes a supportive sextile to Chiron. So this is giving you an opportunity to heal your mindset, to heal your connections with your neighbors, as well as within yourself. Maybe you are ready to write down your wounds. You are ready to kind of give form and shape to them. Maybe you are ready to somehow ground your self-image. If you pass the Eurydice test on Saturday and you refuse to look back into your creative and romantic doubts, I think Sunday is going to bring you healing conversations probably, and you're going to start seeing patterns, how some of your romantic connections, joy, fun, all those fifth house topics might have gone wrong in your life. So have an empowering, transformative week, Taurus risings, and I will see you in my next forecast. Don't forget to to hit the like and the subscribe button, as well as the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my important updates. Bye for now. Take care.